This is the NFL on EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Raiders are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Chiefs, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got to call it this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland
What you eat, Mama?
Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
What you doing in school today? Being good? Okay.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. They'll get 19 yards there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
I've been on Charger, Mama.
Tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw again. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, they'll drop to throw. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Ain't no defense.
A great play there. His
Cool
second
drop.
touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Get a tablet out the bathroom.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this
All
one
right,
away.
put the tablet down.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the reception made by Moncrief. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
It's a pickup of 19. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Moncrief, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And here's a look at the starting offense. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play.
What y'all doing?
How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Y'all supposed to share.
Gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I competition committee, some other places, see if they're having too much. This is a terrific.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oh, come on, Jeffrey.
Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
They saved me, ass,
Here's the
guys.
definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And that's going to be in.
Gotta catch that out to
It's always
receive.
tough for the guys throwing the
That's
football.
plenty.
They think they
Defense
got
always
position,
catch that
the
shit.
ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a second down run for Murray. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So they're operating in the red zone. drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And Jeffrey's got it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this third down play is going nowhere, but credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. He may leave a hole in the wall, as you'll have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
Wait a second, I do it.
We're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch.
And he's in. Touchdown.
Easy, man.
Latavius Murray with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now.
What you doing in school today?
And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Give me that. Come on, man.
20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Yes.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Patrick Peterson is almost an anomaly at cornerback. A big, thick, physical guy who can run with any receiver in the league.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now. Out of the gun.
Well, get that ball up.
8 yards on the run there. That leaves them with third and just a couple.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players. Guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across.
We can get that candy up in a minute.
About the 47-yard line.
Go ahead, run it again.
They're 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Keep running.
I know it's not an easy job.
When they get caught for right up.
Trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Thank you.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Play fake here on first down. Finding time. Over to the right side. Caught by Moncrief. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen.
Ooh,
turned into a really nice
play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Come on, he drops it.
Dante Moncrief that time, and it's third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Murray the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also
what y'all want to do this weekend?
To get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go back to Murray on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
And they'll run it here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing on the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Here's Murray. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. A group of Chiefs there to make the stop that time.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Let's go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jeffrey with the catch left side. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene.
Y'all watch it together. Y'all share.
There's no pressure. He's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Let's go! 38!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Here we go! 38!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I ain't through it. Okay.
10-yard penalty there on first down, so now 1st and 20.
Let's go! 38! Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. What a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Super suit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught at the 1. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 6 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And to give this time to the tailback.
How you holding on to that rock?
18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side.
Thank you.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Play of the week already, baby.
Shot in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Get it, boy. Play of the week already, Kev. Good shit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's
got him. Ooh, good D.
Incomplete.
Good D.
Might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
About to sing night-night.
Fails as a defender when you're not there in the coverage. Your best friend is exactly what we saw there.
Oh, shit.
Intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And
Good
they
D,
will take
Kev.
over at the 29-yard line.
Give me that.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs.
Give me that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
That better be good.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Come on, rookie.
And it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
I said, well, we make some this weekend, okay?
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Yes.
To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
Why are you running so slow? You got
speed. 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Come on, let's go!
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Stop touching everything, Sasa.
Good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. They'll set up to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what they have, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
Come on, Bobby.
Scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this
Number
deep
5.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play. Took a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Man, look at that.
This is taken at the 15. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Let's look around the door. Yeah.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Murray the lone setback.
Huh? What?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose
yards
back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for right side here, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like
get out that coverage, cover 3, Kev.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
They saved you with embarrassment.
They come out here.
That's right. I think it's 4 fucking holding call.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Completes it to Moncrief left side. A good pickup there of 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Yes, mama.
Again, it's Murray.
Yo, what is she doing? That nigga going by you. Huh?
It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a
Stop, my side.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
You should just took the what's going, man. Declined that one.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off.
Indeed.
And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And quickly, they get to the line.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think,
Turn side
in this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Get your tab first time.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off.
You've been robbed.
His guys will get the football back.
You've been robbed.
They trot back out, and 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
Working Doc getting it in.
They do.
Yes.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give them 13 on the pickup there. Good enough for an Oakland first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. They'll get 19 yards there, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going. Want to continue to grind out.
I got 2 clock going. It's not working.
Definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game?
Just only 2 clock.
What we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it in. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down now after the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Yes.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
different. That wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a
Stop.
big play.
What? Wait.
Today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Ooh.
In the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and now it's second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
On play action, they'll throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game.
This weekend.
Efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock.
And the Chiefs are going to signal.
Come on, man. What are you calling timeout for? The game is over.
That'll be their second. So
that's shit we were talking about. They niggas be bitching when they get scored doing.
An extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That and
I'm scoring.
Miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Again, it's Murray. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come on, let's go! 38!
They pitch it out to Murray. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Yes, Mama. Yes.
Set up a throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Back to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock gets all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And his kick is good.
I wanted it.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.
Good game, cuz.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which